What's up guys, TheRelaxingEnd here, back with some Battlefield 4 beta gameplay. So I thought I'd bring you one full game of Domination as kind of like, you know, especially for those of you who haven't played the beta yet, here's like how I usually play this map, and it was kind of good gameplay also for me. Here in the beginning I pick up one of the overpowered guns in the map. Like there are 3 in total. This is M82A3 CQB. Sniper rifle is basically like one-shot kill anywhere in the body as far as I know. There are 2 others also. There's what many of you would call the War Machine. I'm not sure what is the name in Battlefield 4, but it's basically the same gun as the War Machine in Black Ops 2. It just has a different, more, let's say, fancy name. So that is one of the overpowered guns that are only pickable in the map and can't be equipped as a starting weapon. Kind of like in Halo, you could say. Like in Halo there was a sniper rifle and rocket launcher, for example, in the map, and shotgun as pickable guns. So these are kind of the same. Actually, it is, now that I think of it. There's a sniper rifle. Well, it's not exactly a rocket launcher, the War Machine, but then there's the shotgun, which is the last of the 3 guns you can pick on the map. Like, the shotgun is in the middle of the map, like on the walkway that kind of goes through building A to building B, I guess you could say. So that is the USAS 12 you can also pick. And I can say of these 3 guns, USAS 12 is usually the least wanted and sniper rifle is the most wanted. And about this game type, it's basically like Domination in Call of Duty, but just minor differences such as like when you capture a flag, it gets neutralized first and then capture. Because if you compare it to Call of Duty, in Call of Duty usually when you capture a flag, it turns straight after to your, you know, if it's been enemy control and you capture it, it turns immediately like under your control. But here's actually one more step to it, which is neutralizing it first. You can see me doing it here. And then you have to still capture it to your team, which kind of, I like the system here. Like it's working for Battlefield. Like it makes the capturing take a little bit longer time, which is kind of good because the maps are quite big even at their smallest. So like I said earlier, this is the really fast-paced game type of Battlefield 4, and what makes it so fast-paced is, in my opinion, it's both the map size and the spawn system. Those of you new to the series, how the spawns work in this game is they're basically squad based. So whenever you go down or die, the game puts you near to your either like teammates or squad mates. I believe it's based on squad, so it automatically puts you near the yellow players. You can see one of them here. So it can be both good or it can be bad, like depending on what kind of situation your squad mates are at. Because like if they're in the middle of battle, maybe they just died and you put like that you spawn next to them, then chances are you're gonna also get killed like straight after you respawn, which may at first feel like the game is just bullshit and you know you get diced on it opposed to being tryhard. But it's really like, it depends like your teammates. It probably like is less annoying if you play with people who have mics or you play with friends, which you can't by the way do too easily here in the beta, but in the final game you will be able to join games with your friends. Like I'm 100% sure of it. So in that case your teammates can actually tell you whether they're in a good spot where you can spawn, or they can warn you that do not spawn or something like that, especially here in Domination. So basically The game feels a lot like Battlefield 3 so far what I played it. There are a couple of differences. For example, one that comes to my mind is the knifing system. I'm not sure if it was in Battlefield 3 ever added, because I didn't really play the last DLC times or whatever. And yeah, the knifing system is really nice. Like if you knife somebody from the front, what happens is that that player can contest your knife. Or if somebody knifes you from your front, you can contest that knife. So basically you can... There you could see me trying to revive that teammate, but he was already down. At least he showed it. So basically you can contest a knife and you can turn it back to your opponent if they try to knife you and so on. But if they knife you from behind, or if you knife somebody from behind, it's basically like every time assassination, so you can't turn that knife against them or they can't turn against you. So I really like that touch in Battlefield, like how they did it, and it's working nicely. Like I guess they could have done it so that it's like one or two knife kill at, you know, at all times, but I really prefer the way it is here. But other than that, the game is a lot like Battlefield 3, so if you like Battlefield 3, you probably also like this game. If you hated Battlefield 3, then maybe you're not gonna become a fan of the series even after Battlefield 4, who knows. But I have to say, we haven't seen the finished game yet, so the graphics are a little bit, you know, blurry, or let's say the texture quality could be better on the consoles. And there's sometimes like a screen tear in the game. Game crashes from time to time also, especially on the consoles what I've tried it. So these are kind of problems that they probably will fix for the final game. So that's why it's called beta, so meaning that it's not finalized yet. And yeah, about this map, it's actually, well, the map is called Siege of Shanghai. Probably one of my favorite Battlefield maps so far. Like, it's unlike any of the other maps. In the middle of it there's like the skyscraper everybody knows. But when you play Domination, the map is all, of course, like a lot smaller. So this is basically just the sea area of Conquest. So it's like 1/3 of the map when you play this game type compared to Conquest. And even though it's a kind of, I guess you could say, small map, it's still rather big. It's just the spawn system makes it feel like it's really small sometimes, but it is actually quite big map, even at its smallest. So here's the roof section of the map where I just fell off. Basically the roof is where people usually go if they have like this grenade launcher, or they have sniper rifle, or just assault rifle. A lot of people go there. It's like a popular roof. You can get there from like 3 different ways. Like there are 2 stairs on the opposite sides of the buildings, and then there's also the elevator. So if the enemy gets there, you still have a chance to get them out of there if you really want to. But there's just one downside, like if you stay the whole game on the roof, you won't actually be helping your teams so much, because there's no way you can capture flags when you are up there. You can only provide like support fire for your team from up there. So it's kind of, at least if the whole team goes there, then it's like 100% sure the enemy will win. So I would recommend like not going if there's like too many guys already there. Then just, I usually jump out there if I check it myself, so you can be more helpful on the ground than up there. But yeah, so here's like small introduction to Domination game type. Once again, the beta is free from now on, so anybody can go and download it if you have like PS3, Xbox 360 or PC. And on PC you will need the Origin service. by EA, so you can play it, and that's where you get the Battlefield 4 beta. And even though I'm playing it on console, of course it looks a lot better on PC, it goes without saying, but I would say it's still playable on the console, especially Domination game type, also Conquest, like they're rather well done. Like if you just forget about the graphics for 1 sec and just like concentrate on gameplay, it is actually fun to play even though it's only beta. So can't really complain if it doesn't cost anything and it's brought to you free. So yeah, go try it out guys and see you in the next video.
We own objective Alpha. We just lost objective Charlie.